All right, it is 4:46. It's time to talk a little fall foliage with meteorologist Clay Smith. Hey, Clay.
Hey, Paul. Yeah, it's the time of the year again. So if you want to check out some fall foliage, this weekend might be the weekend to do it because we're starting to see that color peak, especially in some of the higher elevations. In fact, some of the highest elevations in western North Carolina past peak now. So get out there this weekend. Doesn't last long. This was taken in Andrews yesterday by Rick Hunter. You can see the orangish, almost brown hue to this tree. So a nice little shot there. We also had Dan Fletcher sending this one in from Fall Creek Falls. Again, love Fall Creek Falls. Just a gorgeous spot up there towards Pikeville. You can see some of those oranges and reds, and of course you still have some of the greens. So if you want to go out, there's a lot of great places you can visit. Fall Creek Falls, anywhere in North Georgia, East Tennessee. I mean, we have a lot of options, and we're going to start to see that color exploding even here in the valley. So if you want to stay home in your own backyard, you'll be able to enjoy some of that color as we get into the next couple of weeks. We're seeing that moderate color, according to Explore Fall, across much of Tennessee, Georgia, Alabama, and of course peaking in western North Carolina. Here's a look at your temperatures stepping out the door. It's 53 here in Chattanooga, 53 in Scottsboro. So a little bit of a temperature spread this morning. If you're off to the east, it's cooler. 42 Murphy, 41 Athens, 43 in Cleveland, but a lot warmer the further west you go. But everyone's going to warm up by this afternoon. Near record temperatures possible. 82 in Spring City, 82 in Dayton. We'll have 81 in Madisonville, 79 from Turtletown to Ducktown. Same for Murphy and Andrews. 81 Chatsworth, 81 Lafayette, 84 in Somerville, and 85 in Scottsboro down in Jackson County. So it's going to be borderline kind of hot for this time of the year at least, and we're going to continue with that October warmth pretty much through the end of the month. Now we will have a little bit of a cool down for your Sunday and Monday, but it's going to be relatively short-lived. But today it's about the record heat. It's going to be possible from Chattanooga to Memphis down to Jackson and to Montgomery. Strong high pressure going to lead to well above normal temperatures. In fact, we'll be about 15 degrees above normal for today. Forecast high 84. We are on record watch. The old record back in 2084. So if it hits 84, that's a tied record. 85 to break the record today. As we take a look at your next 7 days, 80 again tomorrow, and then we cool down a little bit Sunday and Monday thanks to a cold front. But notice by the middle of the week, we're already rebounding, and by next Thursday, which is Halloween, it's going to be around 81. So there's not going to be any kind of chill in the air as you're going trick-or-treating next week, because we are looking at warm and dry conditions as of now for Halloween. Of course, that could change, but it looks like a pretty good chance we're going to stay dry. As for your satellite and radar, not a whole lot going on this morning, which has been the trend. And for your Friday, we're going to stay dry, so not going to be tracking any rain. And again, it's been a very dry October, so you would think that would continue. As we get into your Friday evening, things are looking good for Friday night football. And by Saturday, we're going to be tracking a cold front. Can't completely rule out a stray shower or two. Not going to be anything all that impactful, but notice a little bit of a green showing up by the time we get into tomorrow afternoon and evening. Really wouldn't amount to much, but we'll use any rain that we can get, or we'll be thankful for it because it's been so dry. Here's a look at those rain totals. Again, a couple hundredths of an inch possible from Dalton to Cleveland, Athens. That's barely enough to even wet the ground. So if we do pick up any rain late Saturday, it's going to be pretty non-impactful. And here's a look at those drought conditions. The latest drought monitor looks pretty similar to what we had the previous week. So no major changes, still dealing with a moderate drought from northeast Alabama across southeast Tennessee. And as for October rainfall, again, we've only had 3 days with a trace or more of rainfall. We're running nearly a 3-inch departure on the year. So it's been very dry. We're going to keep that trend up. And taking a look at your next 7 days, I went ahead and threw in a 20% chance of rain on Saturday. Feeling a little generous today, Paul. But outside of that, it's going to be dry all the way through Halloween.
Well, the grass certainly thanks you for that generosity.
We need it, man. It is just so crunchy out there.
It really is. All right. Thanks, Clay.